In the years following I Too Was Wrought With Love, I was no longer excited by anything. Albums were written and shelved, projects were started and abandoned. Nothing fissioned with a vital automythopia I was looking for. The songs were... okay. Okay was not good enough. I lacked vision. I'd learned to dread being on stage. I hated my pitchy nasal voice, and performing the sparser, more delicate arrangements of Wrought With Love left me feeling exposed and meek. My anxiety had gotten so bad over the years I was convinced I was ruining the handful of live shows we played. Then in 2022, I wrote a demo for a potential side project. Though the song was almost a joke, something clicked and I realised I hadn't felt this excited about music in years. The oppressive aggression of Take One for the Team had snapped me from my complacency. A plan, then. Step 1, remove anxiety. If you can't sing, don't. If you don't want to feel exposed, the music should be relentless so you don't have time or space to think. Step 2, recontextualise the relationship with your voice. A decade of self-medicating my anxiety by chain smoking hadn't done me any favours. I learned I was firmly a baritone and how to project from the diaphragm without strangling the tone. In my side gig as Nyquist Noise Recordings, I was incredibly inspired by a band I was mixing at the time. Mcapath used their voices as characters, as theatre, in short, as sounds, to be manipulated and toyed with. I'd always admired the expressive affect of David Yao, Nick Cave, Tom Waits. It was time to explore this world, to lean into loosening up, into becoming stranger and more expressive. Step 3, impose limitations. Write a record to be performed by 5 musicians and 5 musicians only. A challenge of craft and arrangement. I changed up the praxis. The writing process was less chromatic and more considered. Harmonic minor, Hungarian minor, melodic minor, key changes, modulations. Sound design taking a back seat to solid songwriting. Step 4, a consistent sonic identity. Health, Killer Band, X-Models, all exciting, all instantly recognisable. Polyphonic octave pedals had long intrigued me, and, armed with a Digitech Whammy 5, I quickly settled on an aesthetic for the record. Guitars as demented organs, blasphemous engines of heresy. Suddenly, just strumming a chord became inspiring. At long last, a grand vision. Edmund Burke's Sublime. Awe and terror upon encountering uncertainty beyond comprehension. The horror of infinity. Panic mixed with elation. Terror bleeding into ecstasy. The infernal heartbeat of the kick drum. Migrainous toms. Grinding bass rending the earth. The sun eclipsed by choirs of howling organs. A vision. The songs came in a blur. Vincent the coda voice had returned.